Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. Let's talk about the 5 reasons why futures trading, to me personally, is better than trading options, okay? Now, this is just my opinion. I'm not knocking anyone's trading style, okay? When I talk about these 5 reasons and let you know why I personally choose futures over options or Forex or stocks. But if you trade those other markets, that's fine. Okay, I always state in my videos, whatever works for you and you're profitable and consistent doing so, stick with it. Now, if you're someone today that's a beginner trader, a new trader, and you're interested in trading futures, you're probably going to want to watch this video. I highly recommend that you stay tuned and watch the entirety of the video because I'm going to discuss those 5 reasons why futures trading has allowed me to become a profitable trader consistently on the day. I trade supply and demand, and all it is a strategy and how I do so, and I'll talk about that in countless videos here on the channel, okay? So if you're interested, I would highly recommend you going back watching tons of the videos that are part of this channel here. Get your pen and paper down because I give away the secret sauce, the recipe, and how I personally trade futures each and every day. It's simple. All you have to do is spend time writing, taking notes, educating, testing, and devising your own plan. Okay. Now, we have successful people who are part of this channel, that are part of our Discord community, that have watched and grasped and understand and learned the way that I trade and the strategy I use. And they are on their way and successful today, making and profiting their own money, okay? Whether it's they're trading with their own funds or possibly trading with a prop firm. Now, I'm not here to, advocate in any means or one way or the other, whether you should trade with your personal funds or prop firm. I'm not knocking any way of trading at all. Whatever works best for you, whether you're trading with your own funds or a prop firm, keep doing it, okay? That's all I'm going to say. But let's talk about those 5 reasons right now. I want to go ahead and jump into it. Number 1, the reason why I love trading futures because it is less stressful, okay, and less frustrating. What do I mean by that? Well, because simply check this out. I don't have to worry about all the variables, the factors that come into play when trading options. With futures, I can just simply look at and put setups, using my charts and how I trade each and every day, and that's using paired charts and looking for multiple chart confluence. With options, there are so many factors, okay? You have to pay close attention to detail, just not what's going on in the charts and not just looking for setups and looking at market structure and price action. There's so many other things. I don't want to overcomplicate my trading. Why do I want to have to worry about all the Greeks that are involved, which we're getting ready, to talk about here shortly, which is one of the reasons why I prefer futures over options. But I mean, with options, you got to worry about delta and theta and gamma and crazy vega, all those different things, those different variables that really just complicate things. They make it more frustrating, more stressful, because the more I have to add into my trading, the harder it is going for me to be able to focus on things. Having to worry about when I get into a trade, how much am I going to be able to profit? Has there been a certain period of time in which there has been decay, within that from the moment I got into that trade, So you have to worry about all these variables. I don't have time for all that in my personal trading, and I really think that trading should be simple, and people should make trading simple and just have to focus in on market structure, price action, using your strategy, looking for the great setups, all right? And not having to worry about all the crazy stuff involved in trading another market like options. You understand what I'm saying? So that's number 1. Just less stress, and it's not as frustrating, okay? So make it simple for you when you are trading on a daily basis. So that's why I recommend futures, all right? I'm not telling you to pushing futures in anyone's direction, but just give it a try and see, or at least do your homework and research to see. Maybe you're an option trader today and you're watching this video, and I'm sure, trust me, I know people who are in my own personal life that surround me that have switched from options to futures or are in the works of doing so. And I know people who have talked to me and say, hey, Mike, I see why you trade futures. I mean, it just makes sense, overall. I don't have to sit there and complicate things and be looking at all the variables and factors when I'm into a trade and having to worry about, I was into a good trade, and then at the end of it, it was still went in my direction, but I didn't make money on it, a trade. Why? because of all the different variables, the factors that you have to worry about when it comes to the Greeks. So let's talk about the Greeks right now. That's number 2 we're going to talk about. Delta and theta and gamma and vega. I'm not going to go into too much detail about them, okay? I'm just going to give you the rundown of just an elementary or basic definition. We're going to go over to Investopedia. I'm going to show you those definitions and what we mean by the Greeks, okay? So I'm on Investopedia.com's site, all right? And I just simply typed in, option Greeks, and it pulls up and gives me the rundown and detail of what these Greeks involve when it comes to trading options. Now, you see delta. What does it do? It measures the change in an option's price, okay, resulting from a change in the underlying security, all right? That's just delta. That's one factor or variable in addition to when it comes to trading. If you're an option trader, you have to worry about. Now let's move on to the next one. We're going to scroll down. Gamma. What is gamma? Measures the rate of change in which delta over time. Okay, so we have to worry about that. Okay, second thing you have to worry about. Number 3, theta. Now, this is the time decay piece. This is like when you get into a trading options, if a set period of time has passed and you haven't, and the market doesn't move in your direction quick enough to allow you to profit what you're looking to profit, okay, in a short manner of time, then you have to worry about time decay. And what that time decay does, it basically erodes the profits that you could have made had there been enough volume to push that market through at a quicker pace. So theta measures the rate of time decay in value of an option or its premium. Oh, okay, that's another thing I have to worry about, right? The Greeks here. And then number 4 is vega, okay? What is vega? Measures the risk of changes in implied volatility over the forward-looking expected volatility of an underlying asset price. Why would I want to have to worry about all of these different factors? I shouldn't have to. Trading's about being simple. You have too much other things to worry about when it comes to trading. And that should be, understanding market structure. I push that because that is extremely important. Market structure is everything. If you get that down pat, you're like 90% on your way there. Okay, then you have to worry about the psychological components if you are struggling with any of those, fear, greed, and all the other things out there that may be, that someone may be mentally struggling with. Maybe not just not mentally, but just not able to wrap things up tightly so they can, not getting their emotions in check, whatever I'm trying to say, if you understand what I mean. But yeah, these are just things in addition to that you have to worry about. We don't want to do that, do we? Do we really want to have to worry about, additional stuff other than learning market structure, being able to read price action, coming up with a great strategy, putting a solid trading plan together, making sure we stick to our trading plan, don't deviate from that. Make it simple. And then, just looking for the right setups to unfold on a daily basis. Trading should be simple, guys, okay? These are the reasons why I do not trade options, okay? Let's move on to number 3. No PDT trading rules involved. What does that mean? PDT basically is an acronym that stands for pattern day trader. We don't have to worry about that in futures, okay? There's no set or amount of trades that we have to worry about taking to where, if we're going to break any rules. I can take as many trades as I want to in trading futures as long as my account supports it and I'm not flagged, okay, by a broker and, to where I have to have a set amount or account size. All right. And there's ways to get around that I know the option traders do by going through multiple brokers, splitting things up, in that case. But if you trade options, you could definitely be flagged as a PDT trader. Okay. All right. Why? Because if you take more than 4 trades, 4 round turn trades in a 5 consecutive day period or 5-day period, okay, you're going to be flagged as a PDT trader. And what that's going to do is you're going to have to meet a requirement of having at least $25,000 in a trading account. All right. That's the beauty about trading futures. We don't have to worry about that. Yeah, we have margins when it comes to certain markets, depending on what your broker and what those amounts are going to be. But they're pretty much all about the same, regardless of the broker. But the margins it's not a lot of money, You could trade micros and the margins be very small. Even the E-minis and the margins be small. But we don't have to worry about being flagged if I take more than 4 trades within a 5-day period. I could take 4 or 5 trades in one day, 10 trades in one day if I want to. So I don't have to worry about that rule that option traders, do. So that's the reason why. Another reason why I just do not trade options. I love futures. I keep going back to that, right? Let's move on to number 4. All right, flexibility to trade 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. The future markets are open 23 hours a day and only close 1 hour out of 24 hours, okay? Just for maintenance. From 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern time, if you're on an Eastern time schedule, the market is closed. Just for maintenance. Opens back up 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I can trade it from 6 p.m. all the way through the next day until it closes again at what? At 5 p.m. It's simple as that. Maybe you're someone that has a full-time job, all right? And you work during a 9 to 5 during the day. And you say, well, how can I trade in the evening, trading futures if I wanted to? Simply. It's simple. All you have to do is come home, get yourself ready for the Asian session when it opens up, after the market reopening in the evening time. Or maybe you want to trade early hours in the morning. Maybe you're someone that lives in a different global area in the world, okay? And maybe you live in Germany and you want to trade the DAX, say for instance, okay? So you could trade the London session, 3 a.m. That's Eastern time, okay? I'm not, I think it's like 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., whatever it is over there during that time. But you could trade the London session. So what I'm trying to say is, no matter where you're at globally, no matter what time it is, there's always opportunity to trade the future markets, because it's open 23 hours a day. The only time it's closed is during a 1 hour time period from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever that may be for you during your time, according to your time zone, and then on the weekends. Of course, we know the market's closed Saturday and Sunday, right? So that's the reason why I love the flexibility, because again, if I work a full-time job, if you're someone out there that's watching this right now and you could trade part-time, okay? Until you kind of build an account up, and then maybe if you want to trade full time, but you have the opportunity to be able to trade morning, okay, early evening, or early morning. All right, so it just depends. But I'm telling you, there's lots of flexibility in trading futures versus options. With options, look, you only have the opportunity from 9:30 to 4 o'clock, and that's it. That's it. You got a short window of time to be able to trade, so it makes sense. Why less than 8 hours a day to be able to trade options? Doesn't make any sense when I have the opportunity to trade futures 23 hours out of the day. That makes sense. Okay, let's move on to the last thing that I want to talk about, which is number 5, or the 5th reason why I prefer futures and they are better to trade than options, because there's so much more volume. It's more liquid, and I could trade a small account with no cap limits. Okay, what does that mean? Well, think about it. I just talked about the PDT rule, right? So if you violate that, then you're going to get flagged, and then you're going to have to do what? Position or put in $25,000 in your account to be able to go back and trade options all over again. Who wants to have to worry about only taking 4 trades within a 5-day period? It's most of us probably take at least 1, 2, 3, 4 trades a day. All right, and there's plenty of opportunity in doing that with futures because it's liquid. There's a lot of volume there. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about knowing I have to put or save $25,000 to trade futures or spread out my trades over a 5-day period. I think maybe option works better for people who trade. I'm pretty sure that are more swing and position style traders, putting on a trade, allowing it to run maybe for a day, and then maybe look for your next setup the next day. All right, taking 4 trades out of a week. I don't want to have to worry about doing that in a sense. And with futures, you could build up a small account, taking scalping, I should say that, on a daily basis as a day trader, because futures, that gives you lots of opportunity. The reason why people trade futures is because they want to actually day trade and look for a few scalps a day. All right, and options, if you do that, then you're going to be put into that category of becoming a PDT trader, and then you're going to get flagged, and then you're going to put $25,000 in your account. I don't want to have to worry about that. All I should have to worry about is the money. If it's a small account I have, trying to build that account up with hopes I'm not blowing that account and growing that account. That's the thing. I could trade that account as many times as I want to, according to how much money I have in that account, because you have to worry about that margin piece too, to how much it is to be able to trade per contract when it comes to that market you want to trade. So for instance, if it's the let's say it's the E-mini NASDAQ, right? I think that's the margin's $1,000 a contract to be able to trade that. So you know what that means? I have to have at least $1,000 to trade that market. Okay, that's the E-mini. That's not the micro. The micro is what is it, $100, right? Okay, and then you have the ES futures. Okay, if we trade the E-mini, then you have to have at least $400 in your account per contract to trade. That's fine. That sounds a whole lot better than having to put $25,000 in an account. I could possibly take $5,000 and build up an account. I could take $2,500 and build up an account trading futures. That's easier to do than having to worry about the headache or just the idea of taking a large chunk of money and dumping it into an options broker account, and because I violated the PDT rule or whatever the case is. And I guess in a sense, if options works for you, that's fine. It just don't work for me because I am a day trader and I'm looking to scalp and take multiple trades on a day. If you're looking to take one trade and swing or position it daily, then that's fine too. I mean, maybe options is the route for you. But I'm here to talk about the 5 reasons why futures is better than to trade than options, right? And I just basically went over them. Okay. Now this is my own personal preference and opinion. Why? So. Whether you agree or disagree, it's up to you. I mean, maybe you're an option trader. Maybe you're someone that's transitioning and wants to move over. Maybe this video gives you the advice or gives you some tips or reasons. Maybe you're sitting there right now and saying that, I'm weighing the option of trading options versus futures. I think I'm going to go with futures. That makes a little bit more sense, right? Okay, but I'm not here to persuade any particular person in one direction or another. This is simply my 5 reasons of why I trade futures. Okay, so I hope you found some value in this video, guys. I appreciate you tuning in and watching each and every day. If you're not a current subscriber to the channel, please take the time to go ahead and sub by clicking on the sub button down below. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications, that little bell next to the sub button. Click on it, okay? And also, if you found value in the content within today's videos, please drop a like, hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you want to join the Discord, it's free. Find the link down in the description portion of this video. Scroll down, you'll see a link there. It's free to join. Click on it and come over and join us on the Discord. Simple as that. I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful weekend. We've got the Super Bowl going on this weekend. You got the 49ers versus KC. So I'm not sure, who's pulling for what team, but I definitely will be watching the game. And I'm sure for all those out there that are football fanatics, maybe one of your favorite teams is not playing this weekend, but hey, we still got the game going on and a little bit of action to watch this weekend and entertainment. So take care. I'll see everyone in the next one. Goodbye.